momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. So here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jackson. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Chubb. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Josh Hines Allen there on the tackle. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Garendo. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Lawrence. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's taken in. And he will have this at midfield.
How you outside of your be outside? Like, come on, bro. Make it make sense.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
30 left.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, 49ers. Here's a run going left. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 11. In motion, it's Jefferson. 2nd down, Lawrence. Got his man at the 6. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Here's a run.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
With the score, Ravens 10, 49ers 3.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here comes Garenda. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, it's going to have to get a lot better.
13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, it kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Get them.
And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They find a way to convert on 4th.
They building you, bro.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence now.
Where does this cow hang?
That's another one. He's got room
He's
to
a
throw.
really kid on court, bro.
And they will finally run him down.
In what world is George Kittle beating Kyle
Generate
Hamilton?
explosive plays, and after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. In motion, it's Jefferson. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. Now here's Lawrence. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run. And the Niners are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. They'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the pylon, he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, San Francisco. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
I mean, you talk about a potentially game-changing play. I mean, that's a big one right there. They've just lost the lead. It's a tie game late, and he takes the kickoff and nearly springs it the distance.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll stick to the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. That is catch number 60 for the season.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Now Jackson on fourth down. This one caught at the 4. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal. Here's Chubb. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
GG, bro.
Second down, goal to go. One more time, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, back at the 4. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.